which means whether you guys like it or not, whether the haters and naysayers like it or not, this is the fastest sedan, current production sedan in the world. Well, what do we have behind us here today? This is the second 334 Ultima out of 60 coming to the United States, with 103 worldwide being built that we've had on the channel. You guys are lucky, right? This is the second one you get to see up close and personal, and you get to hear and have some fun with me on the channel today, because we got our first one all the way out on the east side of Florida. Now we're all the way on the west side of Florida, and this just came in and it's for sale. So with that said, let's take a walk around this 334, because obviously we know how special this thing is from seeing it on the channel back in January. And now we're gonna revisit this thing, because again, this is the final goodbye for Maserati. This is giving it everything that they got and says, this is what we can do with the Ghibli before it goes out. It was never an issue. We just wanted to save the best for last, and we have it here today with us. So with that said, here at Maserati St. Petersburg, let's take a look at the 334 Ultima. Now, biggest shout out to Maserati St. Petersburg for allowing me to walk around such a special model, such a limited edition, such a fast Maserati here in front of us today. So make sure you guys check the link in the description, check out their website, get their phone number, check out their inventory, get this car, it's for sale. Take this out of here, go have some fun with this Ghibli 334 Ultima while it lasts. So for those of you who are new here, the Ghibli, well, it has seen the end of its run. From 2014 until 2024, a good 10-year run. Well, the Ghibli will no longer be in the Maserati lineup. So what did they do? Well, they have the Ultima series. Now they also have that for the Levante and Quattroporte, but that's because they're the final iterations of how you're gonna see them before they're completely redesigned. The Ghibli, well, is not gonna be so lucky, because the Ghibli will be discontinued from the lineup. So with that said, Maserati wanted to do something very special. So they said, well, why don't we take that V8 that we put in the Trofeo model, but we tune it up even more. We give it a special paint job, and we give it the nice interior with like terracotta and Alcantara, and throw a couple of bits in there that will make it special. But they're like, well, we can also do that with the Levante, because the Levante, well, that has a V8. That's gonna be something nice as well. Now the Quattroporte wasn't so lucky, but that's gonna be coming out in a completely different iteration that we know it. So with that said, they took the Ghibli and made it the most special, because it is the fastest of the lineup. Now this is currently the fastest Maserati being made. When we talk about fast, we talk about top speed. When we talk about quick, we talk about acceleration. All right, so your 0 to 60 is quick. That's quick. Your fast is top speed. How fast will it go? So we'll talk about that in just a moment. As you guys can see, this is such a special model. Just looking at it, if you know anything about Ghiblis, you know, well, we're looking at something that's completely different from a lot of things that we've seen in the past, when Maserati decided to kind of take some chances on a Trofeo and then kind of dial it up a little bit more with this 334 Ultima. Now, just a little background on this Persian paint. You're wondering why Blue de Persia? Well, there's a reason. There's actually a significance. Back in 1967, the Shah of Persia had commissioned two V8 Maseratis, the 5000 GTs, a 4.7 and a 4.9 liter V8 model. Both of those cars happen to be Maserati's fastest road cars at the time, at 174 miles per hour for their top speed. So Maserati paid homage to that with this Ghibli here, with Blue de Persia paint, and making it the fastest Maserati road car in 2024. Now, first thing you're gonna notice is the Blue de Persia paint, which is blue Persian, as you guys could probably guess. Now, right now, it's a little overcast, all right? But when that sun comes behind those clouds and it shines on this thing, you're gonna see something very special. It's almost like a greenish blue, and I'm not sure if you guys will even be able to pick any of that up right now, but it's very kind of transitional depending on where the sun's hit it and where you actually look at the car, what angles you catch, because you can catch a different kind of like tint at every different angle. But this makes it even cooler when you look at it in darker shades like we are right now with the sun tucked away. Blue de Persia, blue Persian paint, Looks so good and is exclusive to this model. The V8 Ultima, which is the Levante version, does not even get this paint, gets Blue Royale. So with that said, we have that. And then we have the classic Maserati emblem right up front here. Nothing too crazy about that. We get down here to the bottom and we do have the vertical slats on the front grille. And you'll know that if you look at Maserati models that are Ghiblis throughout the range, like the GT and like the Modena, well, these vertical slats are closed up. But for the Trofeo versions, they got opened up for extra feed through, for extra air passaging. And with this model, you also get the same thing. You actually have a flow of air through these here as well. Now, you'll see the normal Trident. It's not too often you see that. Well, that means that we don't have the level 2 ADAS on this model, so you guys will see that this is the regular Trident with no big like plastic technology package packed in. Now, you will also see with this model, carbon fiber front lip. That looks beautiful, right? And we also have the mesh grille there, and it's a functional grille with passage through. We also have carbon fiber on the side blades here with more mesh grille as well. And then up front, we have the full LED matrix headlamps. They look really good. Maserati scripting the inside. They're tri-LED lights there, because you know Maserati likes to do things in threes. You take a step back and look at all of it, and it looks very Ghibli, but when you get up close, you know that this is something that you don't want to mess with. Now, the side profile of this thing is pretty crazy for multiple reasons. First, let's start up front, because we have 21-inch Orione wheels, which looks so good, wrapped in Pirelli P0 tires, black calipers, white script, Brembo brakes, drilled rotors, the red Trident, yes, red, right there to match with the 334 paint. Yes, that is painted. Maserati was so confident in this car's top speed and so proud of it that they painted it on the front fender. And with that paint, you have the black portholes for the Ghibli Maserati signature with the portholes, and they are functional portholes that actually extract heat. But check that out, painted 334 badging. Looks so good, and you know they did that Trident to match. Come on, with the black calipers, white script to match the black portholes. Come on, Maserati, you dogs. Now, with that said, we got more to talk about, because we got carbon fiber all throughout the side of this car. The mirror caps, carbon fiber. The door handles, carbon fiber. The C pillar, carbon fiber. The B pillar, also carbon fiber with some flair, because we do have the Italian flag there, or it's the Italian colors, but you know, the Italian flag colors, right, in that B pillar. Now, we know that from the Trofeo as well, and as you guys will see, black window moldings to go along with this. Now, we do have a sunroof, and that's great. The really obscure thing is that Maserati did not put a Trident right here on the C pillar. For some reason, and this is for the other models, you know, for the other 334 models and everything, they did not put a Trident there. It's not just this one here. It's not like they forgot it. There's no Trident there. So that is definitely something to get used to. You probably didn't even notice until I pointed it out. But yeah, it looks kind of different without that Trident, because the only really badging is what you'll see is in the center caps. That's it as far as knowing it's a Maserati with the Trident. So the overall look and appeal of the side, I love it. I think I love this the most out of each angle. But let's spin it around to the back. Let's see what that's all about. Now, the rear of this thing is giving premium vibes as well. It's really cool to see that terracotta poke through, which we'll see in just a moment. But with this, you get the carbon fiber spoiler, which looks so good. Off the top, I wish that the Trofeo came with this, but it's an option on the Trofeo. I am very glad that they didn't make you pay for this, that it's already standard on this model. That looks so good to help top off the carbon fiber rear diffuser. So it matches it so much better on this model, as well as the Trofeo had this standard, but didn't have the carbon fiber spoiler standard. So now it really meshes up in their symmetry. Now, you also have the Maserati script done in the dark chrome flavor there, with the Ghibli script done in the dark flavor there. And you also have the boomerang tails there that we will see illuminated in just a moment. But let's not forget about the exhaust tips done in black with the rear diffuser and the honeycomb surround for these models. This looks really good. Taking a step back, Put it all together. How do you guys feel about the 334's rear? Now, before we see the beast underneath, I want to show you guys the nostrils here that we have in the hood. These are functional for air extraction and flow, as you guys can see. So we have the mesh grille there, and we also have the airflow when it comes to the overall curvature and design, because we have something special underneath. This is why you guys are here, right? Because you're calling my bluff, and I get it. You guys can't believe about what's under this hood. You can't believe what I'm saying. Maserati fans know what this is. This is a 3.8 liter V8 engine, Ferrari derived engine, Ferrari derived V8. Carbon fiber, as you guys can see for the cover, V8 badging, Maserati tried it there as well, red manifolds and everything on the side. This is one beautiful engine bay to start. Now, this is what makes it so sought after, so bragging rights related, is because in this model, we used to have the Trofeo that did 203 miles per hour for the top speed, which also made it the fastest Maserati out there, because the MC20 only did 202 miles per hour. But then Maserati, for the Ghibli, upped the ante and said, we're gonna make this the fastest sedan in the world, not only beating our own MC20, but being the fastest sedan ever made. Now, if you guys look it up on Google, I know you guys can Google, you got fingers. Google the fastest production sedan in 2024, and you'll see that it's the Bentley Continental W12, which has a top speed of 207 miles per hour. I think 207 and some change. This one's at 207.54 miles per hour, making it faster than that model, which means whether you guys like it or not, whether the haters and naysayers like it or not, this is the fastest sedan, current production sedan in the world. 580 horsepower, 453 pound-feet of torque, or it might be 553. I think it's 453 pound-feet of torque. You guys double check me on that. 8-speed ZF transmission, obviously rear-wheel drive. This is it, 0 to 62 in 3.9 seconds and a top speed of 207.54 miles per hour. That's it. That's the end game. That's this engine right here. There's nothing else that's going to be made for Maserati or in this whole setup that you'll see that does something like this, that looks like this, that has the power and prestige that this engine block does. And we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna have it say its final words to us right now. Now, I know you're not getting this for fuel economy, but just in case you are, 16, 13, 20, because this V8 is going to take 16 city and highway, 13 city, 20 highway to get along. Now, with that said, this is a very thirsty car, but it also deserves the best fuel, so you're only going to put premium inside of this model for a V8, right? So let's pop open the rear. We got about 13 cubic feet of space, and we got a lot of accessories here, which you'll see in the sticker breakdown. Tons of stuff, umbrella, the tire inflate kit, obviously the cargo net, all that stuff is under here. Genuine accessories all the way in the back, and in the back 60-40 rear split when it comes to folding down these seats. Cargo mat here, and also, if we were to bring this thing out, this is your delivery kit. Beautiful, right? I open this up with one hand if I can, and we got a little Maserati model there. Your spare key and everything would go there. This would be when you buy the car, you get this delivered with it. So just a nice little token of appreciation from Maserati. Now, let's tuck this back because we also have 12-volt plug-in here. Little extra cargo net storage is here. Underneath, we have a false floor. I'll lift this up here. Spare tire, batteries underneath here as well. You guys can see that. Tire inflate kit. You also have the jack, everything, tools. So much under here. We'll go over it in the sticker breakdown, but pretty practical, right? Now, of course, I'm going to show you these lighting signatures on this blue Persian paint, right? Check out how all of this looks with the LED headlamps, running lamps, switchback LED turn signals, all here looking phenomenal. As you guys will see, the tris on both sides here. So you got the tris that are lit and the tris that are blinking. Again, Maserati's tri signature, very, two brands. Now you also see it in the carbon fiber mirror cap. the turn signal right there. And then the boomerang tails in the back. We got the tri set up here too. You can see the tri LEDs and the red reflector. The boomerang tail there as well with the flashers. And then right here would be the fog lamp when that is illuminated. Take a step back and yeah, these lights look so good against this paint color. Now let's step inside, because while the interior is a lot of what you're used to for the Ghibli, obviously you can see what's going to be the star of the show. But before we get in, as you guys will see, we have dual pane glass windows. We have no hinge preset on the door as well, so you guys can open it to wherever you would like. Now we have the Maserati aluminum side still there with the script. You guys will also see the aluminum dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal with the Maserati Trident. Also see the aluminum adjustments for the seats, and then the terracotta interior specific to this model. Looks so good. 334 badging and stitched in the Trident. The terracotta with black Alcantara. It just looks so good. Black leather with that as well. I mean, come on, that looks phenomenal. Alcantara on the pillars there and on the headliner as well. You guys can see the sunroof, and you will see that flow over into the door cards here with leather on the uppers, on the inserts, and the Harman Kardon sound system. But you also have carbon fiber, gloss carbon fiber with the aluminum door handles there. Now we step inside, and it will be a lot of Maserati that you guys are used to. So not much has changed here. It's basically a Trofeo interior, but with that terracotta and something else special, 334 Una 1103. That means one of 103. So it is not numbered specifically on which model this is, but we know there's 103 total, and that makes it special right there with that plaque done with this carbon fiber center tunnel. It's an amazing place to be. Now we can turn it on. You guys will see the V8 badging there and the RPMs. When we turn it on, obviously we're going to turn it on in sport mode, but we do have sport Corsa mode. So if I press sport, put on the brake because it's electronic, start it up. And now that everything is on, you will see 230 miles per hour on the dash. Obviously we know it does 207.53, but 230 is crazy. You can see 45 miles as tested from the factory. You can see the V8 badging there and the RPMs rev up with actual analog gauges and a TFT screen. We're not used to that for newer models of Maseratis. Now with that said, you guys will also see the perforated leather steering wheel, everything as far as the carbon center, as you guys can see, the traction off button, start stop button, ice mode, which is your increased efficiency, sport mode, sport Corsa mode, which is the most experienced driving mode. Now that one's going to give you launch control and all that great stuff, and then you can soften your dampers and everything there. Parking brake there, radio controls here. We also have our cup holders. If you want to go underneath here, you will see we have a wireless charger, and we also have USB-C and USB 2.0 wireless chargers right there. 2-zone climate control, and again, the Uconnect 5 system, which we know and love from Maserati, that has been around for a while, since 2021, I believe. Uconnect 5, Amazon Alexa, one of the best systems out there. Trust me. Now, with that said, you guys will also see we have the analog clock. Again, this stuff is not analog in the newer models. We also have extra stowage here in the center, the armrest here, deep with the cup holders down there, and you can actually let some AC through. I can feel the air going through right now, but if I press that this way, then it closes it. So it's cool that it has some ventilation to keep your, Italian espressos cold. But again, this is very Maserati that you guys are used to, that you guys know from Mazzi. The biggest thing is the terracotta interior, and then obviously the plaque there. But this is a special car, and I just had to show it off to you guys. Now the rear, same flavors as up front. So you guys will see the terracotta interior with Alcantara in the inserts, black leather, the stitching as well. Looking very nice back here, very posh. You guys will look up and see the sunroof there and Alcantara for the headliner. HVAC ventilation right there on the sides. Then you will also see the cup holders there, extra stowage here. And then obviously got a little stowage right here for the netting on the back of the seat rest. And then on the door cards, you will see leather on the uppers with stitching, the gloss carbon fiber on the inserts. You have the aluminum door trim, the speakers for the Harman Kardon sound system, and then the leather touches in the door cards with stitching and on the armrest and door handle as well. A lot of the same stuff you guys are used to for the Ghibli, but again with that terracotta flavor. So here we are with the 334 Ultima for 2024. And as you guys know, this is the end all be all for the Ghibli. This is his final statement piece to say, sayonara, I'm on my way out, but here's what I got to offer you. And at that price of $168,000, it includes the destination charge of $1,195, the preparation delivery of $300, and a gas guzzling tax at $1,700 because of this V8. It's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. We start price at $165 after everything with this blue Persia paint and this terracotta and black interior. With this, we only have one option, and that is $455 for the Ghibli accessories that we saw in the trunk. Other than that, guys, that's it. But everything you see here is worth it. This is a Ferrari derived V8. You guys saw it. You guys heard it. You guys know what this is capable of. That itself is worth a piece of history, because with the way the world is moving, we will not see things like this anymore. With the way the Maserati is moving, we won't see nothing like this from the brand anymore. So that's merit enough to look at this car and say, I'm gonna get it. Now, with that said, these are all the standard options here that you guys would get at that 165 MSRP. All the special stuff, the badging, the carbon, the paint, the interior, all the accessories that you see here on the car standard will be that price. Really, this with the accessories and the destination, gas guzzling, and preparation gets you to the $168,650. So I know everybody's gonna have their reservations on what's worth it and what's not, but let me tell you, this is it right here. So again, to me, it's not a discussion on if it's worth it, it's just who can afford it, because this is gonna be one that is going to be for somebody who appreciates a Maserati or Ferrari derived V8 really, and really appreciates what this car represents at the time, being the fastest current production model sedan in the world when it comes to top speed. So with that said, what do you guys think about the Ghibli 334 Ultima and this spec? Because this is just chef's kiss, end all be all. Maserati really did the Ghibli right with a bang, and I love this car. But drop your comments down below. What do you guys think about the 334? And if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you check the links in the description. Check the link for their website. Call them, their number's down there. Make sure you guys check out the merch, everything else. Subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And guys, we will see you in the next one. Peace.